So I've been doing some thinking, and that thinking is this: we live within such a clown-ass world that companies that require, or better yet, acquire information from other people, right, ask for photographic identification to actually prove that they're talking to said people. Now, the thing that baffles me beyond belief with this, right, is that companies, right, nowadays would rather choose a cheap, antwacky bit of plastic with a photograph with said person on it over the real person themselves. How stupid can you get? I believe that they should scrap this entire law of companies demanding photographic identification over the real person. I mean, which part of not being able to understand the real person don't you actually get? I mean, this is how stupid and moronic people actually are, right? They ask for a photographic identification card, whether it be a driver's license, a passport, right, or better yet, a citizen's card, over the real person. Wouldn't it make more sense to actually scrap these stupid, idiotic rules, right, and start taking the word of a real person? Like, here's your identification right here. I'm right here, physically, within the flesh, the spirit also. I'm right here. But yet you're demanding from me an antwacky piece of plastic with a photograph on it. I mean, how stupid can people actually get? Like I said, actually, don't answer me that question, because I see it all the more as I grow older within time. Now, with that rant aside, there's something else I want to basically get out there as well, and that is, I believe Amazon and eBay and all other social networks in regards to buying and selling, right, in order to get one's own buying and selling page up and running, they are demanding, once again, photographic identification over the actual person. And this has put some of us that don't have photographic identification within a real predicament, because we don't know anyone that would actually, or should I say, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, we don't know anyone for the 5-year asking time, I think it is, in regards for them to actually clarify that I'm actually said person. This is nothing more. This is nothing more than a load of bullshit. And people to this day are still adamant in following this stupid ass backward kind of clown principle, as you will. You know, it's like, I don't know, I guess stupid is what stupid does, right? But you know, these laws have to be stripped away, because it's putting limitations on those, like I said, that want to get their passports and any other form of identification when it involves applying for a license of whatever kind, whether it be an air flight license or an actual provisional license in regards to then obtaining a full license, you know. I believe the government should actually pass a new law where they strip away this stupid ass kind of principle of all companies wanting an antwacky piece of plastic with one's photo on it over the real person itself. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you dye your hair, dye your beard, grow more wrinkles, getting older and all of this. It doesn't matter how much you change your appearance, right? You are still the same person regardless. And I just don't follow. I mean, I don't follow this whole backward ass kind of clown principle. I mean, it is so stupid. So stupid, as a matter of fact. You know, you can't help but smile it off and laugh it off, but at the same time, be frustrated over it, because you can't help but sense as though you're having limitations placed upon your life. And this, I'm going to make sure, is going to stop. Because I'm going to make it stop. And I don't care how much exposure I bring to the whole system. I don't care how much hate and how much persecution it gets me. Because it's the hate and persecution people spout my way that push me all the more in regards to tearing as well as dismantling this whole diseased, backward ass clown system down. I mean, an ant-twacky piece of plastic with one's face on it, right, over the real person. Come on now, really? It's absolutely disgusting. Now that rant's out the window. I've got something else to actually get off my chest. Gambling sites with safer tools and safer responsibilities and all of this nonsense here. I know exactly what you're doing. While you claim to actually, in fact, want the safety of those that gamble, you know, into gambling responsibly, yeah? It's all about saving as much money as you possibly can. This is why you're putting limitations on how much people spend. Are you familiar with the phrase or the metaphor that in order to make money, you have to lose money? Well, that's exactly how it is. And me, I couldn't care less if I lost it, just as much as I couldn't care less if I earned it or got it back, however many folds over, because I don't have attachment to anything or anyone. What I do, however, have, like I said, is a lot of frustration towards this backward ass clown world. You know, trying hard to put limitations upon my life. You do realise that I'm going to break free from all of these limitations, right? And when I do, I'm going to pass down everything that I've learned onto others in order to grant them the same freedom. Ain't no one putting limitations on my life. Let me tell you that much now. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you work for the police force or the army. I don't even care if you work within the political arena, or as I'd like to call it, the House of Commons, right? Ain't no one Not one person putting limitations on my life. You can try it. You best believe you can. But I will break free from every single one of them. So much so that there are in fact no more chains holding my soul back. It is what it is. And the more people try to stop me, the more I'm going to wreak havoc on this whole system. The more I'm actually in fact going to play it amongst itself and the creators that created it. I mean, some of them can laugh and joke all they want, but they're not going to be laughing and joking once, they've had a taste of everything that they so happen to inflict upon us 24/7. So I hope the government can actually take something from this video and apply some new law within the House of Commons to actually amend these backward ass clown type of principles within all companies. Better yet, all gambling site companies as well, because at the end of the day, I don't need no one to dictate how much I can and cannot spend. I sure as hell do not require anyone to dictate what game I can and cannot actually, bet on, if that makes sense. Because my life is my life. I am able to think and live for myself. Unlike you dumbass clowns that feel the need to desperately hold on to your worldly power just for your pride and ego boosts. Which, might I add, is nothing more than a lie and deception. Because it's being brought to light and you are continuously and ruthlessly being exposed for the power grabbing, snotty-nosed toffs that you really are. This is how it's going down, and I want each and every one of you to listen. My life is my life. Now, you're either a part of my life and a part of my spiritual journey, or you belong to the streets, reaping all of the punishments and consequences that you apply to yourself by choosing to do evil. It is what it is. And let me tell you this much now. Dictating what people can and cannot do with their lives is also a form of evil. Now, it's different, if someone following the gospel try to preach on to others in regards to giving them the chance to actually make healthier choices and decisions. That's not technically dictating, although many people will consider it that. It's not dictating. The real dictators, like I said, are those that try to force people into not living nor thinking for themselves. And I can live and think for myself. Just as much as I can live with people or live without people. It's really no skin off my back. And there we have it, folks.